I'm sexy and I know it.
What is going on, guys? It is Brad from Grumpy Old Men here with the recap of our CWL Premiere Week 10 matchup where we faced FromMoltenLava, and it was a really good war for us, top to bottom, just hitting on all cylinders, and we kind of went beast mode, not gonna lie. Kind of the best way to summarize it. Everyone top to bottom just did a really nice job. We can take a look at the stat sheet. I kind of give you the story here. We did a 4-11 breakdown, and 9s just came out just savage. 14 for 19, 74% hit rate right there, and would just set up the rest of the 10s and 11s. Of course, our 10v11 game went really well, so that led to that set up our 10v10 game, since we got all four of their 11s down very efficiently. Went 4 for 8, so that was awesome. And then we went perfect 7 for 7 on the dips. We did get, because we ended up getting 4 10v10 triples, we were able to do a 1-11 versus 11 attempt in the end after we secured all 3 stars on the 10s. Unfortunately, we didn't get it. It was pretty close. Nice job, CB. It was a really fun attack by CB. Almost had it. But we are very happy to get the 86 stars for sure. And very nice war to FML. As you can see on the stat sheet, where they struggled was in the 10v11 game. They were only able to get, out of their 14 attacks, just get 2 of ours down, and they did go perfect on their dips. So really nice dips, a dip game by them, but they were only able to snag 1 10v10 triple to our 4, and so that's what gave us that 4-star victory in the end. So there's the 2 they missed, our 1 and 2. They were not able to 2-star, and they left a couple of the 10s on the board. And yeah, like I said, we were just really efficient top to bottom. It was really cool to see us hitting on all cylinders, 10v11, 10v10, whatnot. So we got all the 10s cleared there, as you can see, and we'll definitely, of course, show the nice 10v10 triples we had. And yeah, so a good game to a good war to FromMoltenLava, and good luck to you guys going forward. We've got just 1 week left in the regular season. So taking a look at some of the attacks, I'm going to show my boy Rob going in for a 69% to the 11 hit. Just couldn't avoid showing this. Wanted to show that nice, really nice high percentage hit on this base. And so he's going to do a Zapquake first on this AD. You can see the sweepers are facing away from the direction that he's going to come. So going to do that Zapquake. Down goes that AD, and nice second kind of value to that is that a couple of those buildings are taken out, which helps with funneling, of course, because the dragons are going to be coming from this area as well. This is kind of like a wave attack, so everything kind of going down at once. He's got the heroes on the left helping get some buildings and some of that funneling taken care of, and a little bit of tanking. And then at the same time, the dragons coming down, trying to take out everything they can. Just like a big old wall here, just coming across. They're actually going to get that eagle taken out pretty early in the raid here, which is nice. It won't be pounding on them too much. He's got 3 rages for them, so he's got 2 of them down. Every dragon's basically in a rage there. Nice funnel on the right there, taken care of. And look at all the dragons that are going to now funnel into the center. Tons of dragons going in. They're going to get that town hall for sure. Taking out everything. He's already at 66%, and he's going to get a little bit more. Look at how many dragons he still has up. Finally, they're all going to go down when they get in range of these ADs, but just that big old wave was just unstoppable on this base. So just really solid hit there from Robin Ho. Nice job, man. All right, so getting on to some of the 10v10 action. Yours truly going in. I'm glad I was able to get this one for the guys. Again, want to emphasize the team effort, especially on this one. Rob had an initial plan on this base to do kind of a queen walk bow witch attack. He wanted to, you could see that some of these defenses were exposed on the outside here for witches and bowlers to snag, as long as there weren't any giant bombs there, which there weren't, and plenty of defenses as well for the queen to snag, and a lot of accessible buildings for the bowlers once they reach the core, like this inferno and whatnot. And since it was a Hound Loon CC, we wanted to do the Queen Walk on the right-hand side. And so we'll just hit play here. And what kind of happened with Rob's raid was he didn't get the poison quite right on the Loon in the CC. Ended up killing a couple of his bowlers, which did make kind of a difference. He ended up getting a 98% because of that. He really just ran out of time because his Queen wrapped around to hit some wall to try to get some of these inner defenses and just ran out of time. So I made a few little corrections. Was really safe, as you'll see here, on the poison on that Loon, making sure to get it down because I knew that was key. And used one less healer because just kind of calculated that she would stay up anyway. And Rob had 3 healers in his raid. So here we go, getting the funnel right, getting make sure the witches kind of go out on the outside and all the bowlers go towards the center. Got that rage and heal for them down. And my BK actually stayed alive a lot longer than I expected, and it's because of all the work the bowlers were doing in the middle. I kind of misplaced that jump a little bit because I kind of wanted to give the king access to that Inferno because that's what Rob did, but didn't end up mattering because I got so much destroyed with the bowlers in the center. So raging at the BK, had to pop the Queen ability here, unfortunately, because she got some of that Inferno beam fire on her, and so she started to get low. But fortunately, my king was at such high health there that the Hound just stayed on him. Didn't bother my queen at all. And as predicted, the witches wrapped around just like I saw in the previous raid, able to take some more of these cannons out. And yeah, that is that. Really glad I was able to snag this one, and it was a good plan, and glad I got it done. All right, next we got our boy GK going in with the Miner Madness. So usually on miner raids, you'll get some max miners in your CC, but interesting choice here. He does actually does some CC bowlers using the value of those max bowlers with a wizard as well, leading with the BK. Interesting decision, but I kind of liked it because of all of the high hit point buildings here on the left for funneling. And he's got that town hall, a couple storages and whatnot. So interesting, nice decision there to use the bowlers, and then he went with the 5 heals, and then just using the queen up top to help with that part of the funnel. And as you can see, most of the miners will funnel in nicely right to where he wants them and path to these infernos. As he calculated with the queen helping out on the outside, he knew the miners would kind of get towards this inferno, for example. So takes care of the non-hound part of the CC with that nice poison. It wasn't a loon. So BK doing some weird things here, wrapping around, trying to break into the wall. But he will do that, and then he'll pop back out. And so as you can see, another valuable part of the bowlers, of course, is that they have access to a couple point defenses here. So they're going to be able to help out with that, less damage on the miners. So now he's just got to worry about getting those miners pathing to that last inferno. All heals are down. Queenie doing some mad work out there. MVP trash duty. So on the outside, she is surviving. Bowler surviving. BK leading the charge down there south. Wants to get that Inferno down. He gets it down. Miners, unfortunately, are going to meet up with the BK, but fortunately, he is out in front tanking for them, and the bowlers are doing some work behind. So once they get past these outer defense buildings, Hound trying to do work, but of course it can't. And so the miners will go towards the core to get those inner buildings taken out. All he's got to worry about is the Expo. Miners getting very, very low on health. They pass to that Expo and hit the giant bomb, but the miner with his mighty shovel gets it done on that last Expo. Awesome, awesome job there, GK. All right, we got Trung going in with one of his 10v10 triples, bringing the 6-pack this war. So very, very nice job by Trung. So starting off here with the queen on that town hall because she is not in range of anything. Pretty good candidate for a miner raid here because of the Hound Loon CC and the fact that their defenses are pretty close proximity to one another. And the miners have pretty good pathing if you can get them in a nice even spread throughout the base. So pathing is pretty good going to each of these infernos. Does have some storages here to worry about, but in general the pathing is pretty good, and so he can get a lot of good funneling done with his heroes, as you can see. Raging them through the core, got that loon down, which of course was key, double poison on it. So raging those miners through the core, they are aggroed on the heroes. So they split up, lots of bombs going off there. Somehow they want to skip that North Inferno for now and just focus on the southern one. So they get that one taken out very, very quickly. And saving that last heal here for this nice clump of point defenses that these miners are going to encounter. And there it goes. Nice heal there. BK surviving and doing really nice work on the outside here. And miners say, hey, we will leave this Inferno for last because it doesn't have too much HP. And thankfully that BK is doing a lot of great work outside. And the miners are just focused on these point defenses, pathing to them nicely. And they are just going to wrap around and save that Inferno for the end. Too many miners, too many miners, too many miners. And they are just going to get it done. Very, very nice fundamental raid there, Trung. And here we go with Trung going in for another 10v10 triple. And I really, really like this attack. Getting a really great value out of his heroes. And as you'll see, this is kind of a naked queen charge Lalo. Going to get some free buildings at the start here, as you'll see with the wizard and minion, as nothing is targeting them. Then he's going to use his BK. And what he wants to do here is basically break in and get this AD, and the enemy queen with his queen. And he doesn't need to worry about the CC because it's not a soft CC. I think it's a hound. So here we go. BK is going to take out some of those buildings and then wrap around. As it's tanking, he's going to send in a couple loons, hasting them in, going to get these wizard towers taken care of. So good value there because that will help create some nice pathing for the next part of the raid, as you'll see. And here we go. Test wall breaker with a couple giants out front, helping tank just that little bit longer. So there's the rest of the wall breakers breaking in, and the queen going right in there. So she's on her mission. She's going to get that first AD targeted pretty quickly. Step over and take this gold collector out, and then right on to the next one. Had to use the ability right there. Going to aggro onto the enemy queen, and bam, she goes down. First phase, there's a big golem in the CC actually. First phase of the attack went perfectly there. So big, nice clump of loons there to get them out pathing to get some of these into these point defenses quickly. The two ADs here are pretty close together, so and not too far for those loons to travel to get to them. So nice haste and rage there to get them down. And here he's going to get into this Inferno very quickly, but check out what he does here. Notice this sweeper is pointing this direction. His loons are fighting it, and so he surgically throws in some loons from the opposite side, getting into that sweeper. They can go right to it and then right to the Inferno right afterwards. Nice heal on those loons, keeping them up with all the Infernos down. They all clump together, and bam, this base just gets wrecked. What a raid there by Trung. Absolutely loved it. And a loon split, even split at the end, helping out with the cleanup. Plenty of time to get this rest of these buildings taken care of. Really, really awesome job there, Trung. Really, really like that raid, man. All right, next we got a little Brady going in with a nice go-ho here. So he's going to send in a golem down at 6 o'clock here and just have some wizards help out behind, creating the first part of the funnel. And the second part, he's going to have the golem tanking all of these point defenses up here. And so he wants to break in towards this archer tower here. He's going to get a lot of good value taking out those defenses, and then he wants to jump into that enemy queen. And with a lot of space here between the defenses, the funnel isn't too bad to create. Those golems will get redirect inward, and he's able to easily get a nice bowler kill squad in there. Soft CC, and he's got that poison down. He's going to able to take care of those pretty quickly. And kind of a wave attack here because he's got the hogs going in kind of in the same direction as the kill squad. And this was a fresh hit, by the way. So just Brady with really good instincts in general here at Town Hall 9. And so nice heal there on the hogs. A little outside bomb trouble, but hogs get through it without too much difficulty. His kill squad is still up, at least the BK and a bowler or two, and the queen just decides to go on the outside. Meanwhile, the hogs are just staying in those heals, doing great work there, hitting a bomb, but that's okay. He's got a nice poison there helping out with the skellies, so that always helps. And kind of nice that his queen actually went to the outside because she is at full health and just able to do a lot of clean up work there. Pops the ability, having a few of the archer minions helping out, and that is that. He's got tons of hogs left, so just a really nicely executed fresh hit there by little Brady. All right, and we got 2 turnt Fatality going in with a nice queen walk Lalo with 22 minions to back it up. And this was a fresh hit also, by the way. You can kind of tell that he's done this kind of hit before. Has been using this similar army composition and whatnot, I believe, very effectively. So he's going to start off 9 o'clock, get that queen walk going. Like I said, fresh hit, didn't know about those Teslas, but the idea is he wants to kind of charge his queen in. He's going to end up doing it up here with this Expo. So after she wraps up north, and he's sure she's going to do that, he's going to use the BK to help make sure that she actually goes in and does not continue around the outside of the base. So there we go. There, the wall breakers are down. Nice break in. Like I said, BK going to take out some of those trash buildings with some wizards. And that is that. He's going to continue wrapping around. The queen got that poison down on the enemy CC. And there she is. He's got 4 rages total for this raid because he knows he's going to use probably at least 2 on the walk, and then the rest for the Lala portion. Had a few leftover wall breakers, tries to break in a little bit farther, but not able to do so. But hey, why not? A nice try there. So he's got 2 ADs down. Wizzy's up there. We're helping out with that other one. And now, fortunately, this AD does not have access to his healers, but unfortunately, his queen can't reach it quite yet. So she's going to start beating on the wall in order to get to it. So in the interest of time, might as well start the Lala portion as the queen will take out that AD pretty soon anyway. So here we go, surgically in those loonies with the 2 hounds tanking out in front and the swarm of minions behind. You can kind of see the amount of work that they will actually do, and they can actually in this type of raid, I'm not an expert on it, but they can kind of help out behind everything, just taking out not only trash, but they can sometimes aggro onto some of the defenses. But anyway, he's got 1 rage left, and he doesn't even need to use it. He's got the hound in front still with a nice clump of loons. He does have to worry about these 2 Teslas over there, but with that hound out in front tanking everything, no problem. There's the swag rage, and this base is done. What a very, very cool raid there by 2 Turnt. Getting her done. Lots of minions at the end. Look at them all. Very nicely done, man. Liked it. All right, we got Sold going in with a nice kind of go la loon here. Just going to do a CC golem. He's going to do a few wizards here, getting some free trash at the start because he wants to jump in at 12 o'clock. So golem down, nice beastly looking CC golem there, and like 4-point defenses are on him tanking. So that nice decision there to have that golem out in front. And then he's just going to use the heroes, no bowlers or anything, with that kind of mini kill squad here, you could say. And so the golem and the BK, of course, and the Archer Queen are going to redirect into that jump and get that poison down on that soft CC. He's going to rely on his king and queen to take that out, which they will. Ideally, he would have liked to get the enemy queen, but pretty much calculated and knew that he wouldn't. As you can see, he has a Skelly spell in the bag for the enemy queen for the second phase of the attack. So anyway, the queen is going to step up and take out that sweeper and a second air defense. So nice value on the kill squad there. And as you can see, he's got a nice section carved out of the base, and he's going to start the Lala portion, sending in this hound from the far side of this AD and kind of travel all the way across. The loons aren't taking too much damage over there, so that's nice. And then he's going to nice surgical deployment in here in the south to get those loonies into this AD. So pretty good pathing there. So here comes the rage. Wants to get that Skelly spell taking care of that queen. However, he gets that dropped on the opposite wall of the queen, and so they will not do much damage to her. They are just going to work on that wall forever. In the meantime, surgically in more loonies. That last hound pops. Nice timing there. They were all going to clump on all those defenses. They're going to get all taken out very easily. He just has the enemy queen to worry about because she is just barely hanging on. His queen almost takes her out, but she is still alive somehow. However, all of the loons are going to clean up all of this trash. He's still got a clump of minions over here, and they decide, all right, Queenie, your time is up. You are gone. The rest of this base is now toast. Really, really nice job there, Sold, and good fundamentals. All right, guys, that is a wrap. We are sitting at 7-3 with 1 war remaining in the regular season, and then we will have the bye week and then begin the playoffs. And so we are looking to claim a decent spot in the playoffs. That's where we're at right now. And yeah, just stay tuned for next week in our final regular season war. And until then, peace out.